Game Week 9 was a rough one, with a score of 40 points resulting in a drop down to 615,000. It was Pedro Porro who restored a bit of dignity late on, supplying his second assist of the campaign in a 3-0 win over Everton. But the Spaniard was massively upstaged by Mickey van der Ven's 23-point haul, which absolutely obliterated the ranks of managers without him. It was a poor showing in midfield, where Lucas Paquetá had a goal ruled out for a marginal offside call against Leeds. Bruno Fernandes also came close to a return, as United put 4 past Brighton to maintain their win streak. In amongst a couple of contentious penalty calls, the Portuguese playmaker missed a big chance to score early in the second half, and later presented Bryan Mbeumo with the gilt-edged opportunity that he put narrowly wide. Erling Haaland was unable to bail out the underperforming forwards on this occasion, seeing his goal disallowed against Aston Villa for an offside in the build-up. João Pedro and Gyökeres mustered up just a single attempt at goal between them. The wildcard is active for Game Week 10, in part down to those 2 unconvincing strikers. I had been planning to wait until Game Week 13, but I'm not certain the payoff would have been worth it, especially with the 5 free transfers we get for AFCON ahead of Game Week 16. I'd got myself into a situation where my team was reasonable enough to get by, but slowly losing pace week on week, and the wildcard was burning a hole in my pocket. So it feels good to finally get it out of the way. Here's how the latest draft is shaping up. David Raya keeps his place from my wildcard draft video on Monday. I'm not usually a fan of premium goalkeepers, but Arsenal's defence has been on another level this season, with 11 clean sheets in 13 matches in all competitions. So it's difficult to look elsewhere. I've gone heavy in defence, with Daniel Munoz complementing an Arsenal triple-up. The marauding right wing-back ranks comfortably top among defenders for expected goal involvements, and now looks to be a great time to load up on Palace assets, with Brentford, Wolves and Burnley in the next 5 game weeks. Gabriel and Jurrien Timber offer enough attacking threat to offset the risk of going so big on the Gunners' defence. Timber's tally of 13 key passes this season can only be bettered by Cucurella and Trippier among defenders, each with 14, while Gabriel's 3 big chances ranks joint first with Van der Ven. We've seen a little bit of a drop-off with Antoine Semenyo's numbers, but after such an explosive start, he's surely worth holding for when Bournemouth's fixtures improve from Game Week 12. No midfielder has scored more goals than his 3 away from home. Bruno Fernandes is never an easy sell, but Bryan Mbeumo's potential from open play looks far superior. Only Mateta and Haaland have attempted more shots than the Cameroon international this season, and in the past 4 game weeks, no midfielder can improve on his 7 big chance involvements. With Cole Palmer's return delayed until December, Enzo Fernandez stands to profit from penalty duties in the meantime. Chelsea face Wolves, Burnley and Leeds in the next 5 game weeks. Up first though is a London derby against Spurs, who are without a win in 3 league matches at home. Ismail Assar has amassed 3 goals and an assist across his last 6 outings, to average 6.2 points per game. He'll be more of a medium-term pick, since both he and Mbeumo leave for AFCON ahead of Game Week 17. But before then, the Eagles have a run of 5 or 6 reasonable fixtures to attack. And finally, Yankuba Minteh rounds off the midfield as a budget enabler with good fixtures. Since Game Week 4, his 2.2 expected goal involvements ranks top among Brighton players. The plan will be to bench him at times in favour of an extra defender to play a 4-4-2 formation. Joining Haaland up top is Jean-Philippe Mateta, who bagged a hat-trick in his last home outing against Bournemouth. Totals of 15 big chances and 7.8 expected goals see the Frenchman rank second only to Erling Haaland. Brentford have lost 3 of their 4 away matches so far, shipping an average of 2 goals per game. Reece James makes the bench, and the plan will be to bring him in for Minteh in Game Week 11 to play 4 at the back. I've upgraded Mark Guiu to Kruppi Jr. since Monday's wildcard draft, with news of Liam Delap's return. As it stands, I'm unlikely to want to start him, but with 4 goals in his last 3 appearances, the 19-year-old looks worthy of inclusion, just in case he manages to keep his place when Evan Nilsson's back from injury. Similarly, I'm tempted to gamble on Josh Ashiampong, who's impressed in 3 consecutive starts for Chelsea, and has a real chance of establishing himself as a first-choice centre-back. My thinking here is primarily just to take the funds out of that spot, in case I want to upgrade Minteh to Cody Gakpo later. I could play it safe and go with a 4 million defender, but the promoted sides all have such terrible runs of fixtures to come, so I'm not sure they'd be much use. Using the wildcard this game week also means a shift in strategy for my free hit, which I now plan to use in Game Week 13 rather than Game Week 12. That's because Chelsea play Arsenal that week, while Palace host Man United, and I'm pretty stacked with players from those 4 teams. Meanwhile, Aston Villa host Wolves in Game Week 13, Man City host Leeds, and Liverpool go to West Ham, so I think I can profit from the free hit there. In terms of captaincy, there's a slight temptation to go with Mateta or even Gabriel, but it's pretty likely that I'll just stick with Erling Haaland. The Norwegian is back at the Etihad this weekend, where he's averaging 11 points per game this season, from 6 goals in 4 matches. This team comes in at 99% on Fantasy Football Hub's team rating tool. You can check out your own team score for free via the link in the description. Sign up now to get personalised AI transfers for your FPL team using the link below. All the data included in this video is available on the Hub Opta Stats tool.